So here we can see what is happening. Linked representation of stack in representing stack using linked list. Actually in stack we follow the logic of LIFO, last in first out, last in first out. And the variable called top is used to point to the topmost element of the stack. And both insertion, that is push operation, and pop operation happens using this variable top. How it happens? Using the variable top. Okay. Anyway, using the variable top, insertion and deletion or pushing and popping happens. So now when we are trying to insert a new element, what actually we should do in basic array operation, you tell me. When we want to insert a new element into the stack, what I will do? Increment the top pointer, top plus plus, then yes, tell me. Already you have done stack implementation using arrays. After incrementing top, what I should do for push operation?
Assign the value.
A of top is equal to the value.
Right.
Yes, A of top in the incremented, that new position of top, we have to insert the value or data, whatever you want to place. Okay, this was what happening in push operation of a stack using arrays. Sorry, using arrays. The same way when you wanted to delete, that is when you wanted to pop an element from the stack using arrays, what I was doing, what were we doing? When we want to remove pop off A of, first we will use a printf statement and say the deleted element is %d address of A of top. Whatever was top pointed by top, that you will display. Then what you will do? Decrement top minus minus. Okay, top minus minus means top will point to the next element in your array. It will decrement your top, will have delete an element, increment your top and push the value. So these were the basic two ways we were means using top variable, we were inserting and deleting using arrays. Whereas in stack also, this last in first out and the top variables we have to use as it is. Okay, one of the drawback or disadvantage of using an array implementation of stack was wastage of space. If I give A of 100 in the declaration and I use only A of 100, means array I am using only to store 10 elements in it, then the memory is wasted. Other way, if you see A of 10 I have defined and I want to add 20 students, then there will be under flow condition, sorry, there will be no memory space available for your new elements to be added into the stack. Okay, so we will reach the stack full condition, overflow condition, and we cannot further insert, that is we cannot add a new element into the array if you are defining your memory size as less. If you are to overcome this, if you are defining your array size as 100 or 200 more space when you are blocking, what happens? Wastage of memory. You are blocking more memory space for your stack, but you are not actually using the whole memory space. So that is been not allocated to other programs or process also, and not been utilized by your process also. So there it is merely wasted. So to overcome from this kind of wastage of memory space by allocating it to array, then we have the better solution or better way of implementing this same stack concept, LIFO, and using top insertion deletion at the same end, can be implemented using linked list. Using linked list. How this is happening? If you see here, there is this example down. I have shown in a better way. See, first I want to insert 20. Then the first element will be inserted, and top will be pointing to this new node. Okay. Again, you will push 5. When I say push 5, using the create function, a new node will be created. And just for our ease, usually how you will represent a node means like this. We will represent a node will be having data part and next part. Node is having data part and next part. But for our ease of understanding and representing, I am representing it like this. Like this also, both the data part, next part. Just to show this in a stack format, we are doing so. Otherwise, actually, it is not like this. It will just be having some memory space and data will be stored in it. Okay. Anyway, when I want, the first element was 20, and it was pointing to null. That means this is the first element and also the last element of your stack. When I want to insert a new element into the stack, what I will do, using create function, I'll create a new node, assign memory to it, and the data part, add the new value, whatever you want. Push 5 you are giving, no? So whatever data you want, add into it. And the next part of the new node will be pointing to the top. Initially, top was pointing to this. Both your start or top was pointing to this starting node or first node. Later, what you are doing? New nodes next is equal to top. Then you will change your top as your new node. So two statements are very important, which will be recursively happening. What are those two statements? Let me see if I have written it down here, or I'll just write it. 1 minute. No. Okay. Anyway, what is that statement is here? New node. I will write NN for new node. The new nodes next is equal to top. New nodes next is equal to top, means you are assigning this new nodes next as top. After assigning it, you change your top to the new node, point it to the new node. Okay, these two statements you will do for push operation using linked list. Now again, when I want to create one more node, again when now top is pointing to this element 5, again I want to push the next element, that is 1 into the 1 I want to push into the linked list. So what we will do, using the create function, create a node, add the data 1 into the data part, and as per your this statement here, that the data part will be there, one statement will be there. This new nodes next is pointing to top, new nodes next is equal to top, and then top is equal to new node, and this will become your new top. So each time whenever I am creating a new node or whenever I am inserting a new element into the stack, what I am doing? I am inserting the value, whatever I want to insert into this new node. That in create function only we can define, or you can write add one statement in the function and do. Anyway, you can do it. Okay, and after doing that, the next part, the new nodes, next you are pointing to the top and change your top as the new node. Understanding? Getting the flow? So whenever I want to add a new element into the stack using linked list, what happens? I will first create a new node, add a value into it, and point the new nodes next to the top. Means you are pushing, you are inserting that new node into the stack. So what kind of insertion is happening? Did you observe? Where we are inserting the new node each time in a stack?
Beginning.
Insertion at the beginning. Yes, very good. Very good. Ma. So whenever I want to insert, I want to implement the stack concept means where I should insert at the beginning. Initially 20 was the top. Means start. Here we don't have start pointer. Whatever is the pointed value pointed or data pointed by the top will be the starting value or starting node. It is always pointed by the top variable in our stack. Okay, initially 20 it was pointing that there was single element and that was 20. Then I inserted 5. Then I inserted 1. Now top is pointing 1. That means it is pointing to the first element. Again, I'm new value I'm inserting at the beginning. So always for implementing the stack concept, insertion should happen at the beginning. Okay. The same way, deletion, pop. When I want to remove or pop an element from the stack, you see what we will do basically. Now 3 elements are there in our stack. When I want to pop an element, what I should do? The topmost element in stack logic, according to the stack logic, whatever was lastly inserted, 1 was lastly inserted in our case here, example here, it should be first outputted. First outputted means first removed or popped. So when I want to pop an element in the from this stack, that should be the first element that is being popped. Now how it will be written, you can see. Whatever is pointed by stack top, that will be printed. The popped out element from the linked list is top's data part. Okay, whatever you, however you are defining based on your struct definition, you will percentage d top, maybe I will write data, top data, you will print it. You using a printf statement, print that this particular element is getting deleted. After printing that, one statement you will write, that is top is equal to tops next. Top is equal to tops next. So what will happen? This will print, one is deleted, and then your top will be pointing to the tops next. Now this becomes your top, and after coming out from that, free your top equal to tops next. Then you will free the, okay, one thing, one temp variable we have to use. Sorry, 1 minute, because I want to free also. My work doesn't finish only when I'm incrementing top. I should all free the memory that was occupied by this particular node 1 after deletion. Then only the concept or the idea of this dynamic memory allocation will work. That is, whenever we want to store data, we are calling malloc function, assigning memory and using it. When I want to delete, I should delete and free the memory. So what is happening? I am incrementing top, that is clear, fine. But I should free this. So to free this, what we are doing is temp is equal to, first you have to store this top in temp. Temp is equal to top. That means whatever was there in the top will be pointed by temp. Listening, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So this
Yes,
you are copying or storing in temp. Then you use this statement top equal to tops next. So this will be, top will be changed. Now top is changed to the next element and this is stored in temp. After doing these two statements, free temp, free temp. Now you can free the memory that was occupied by this node temp. Now this will be removed. So we have removed the element and this is the top. So this becomes the first element of your stack and this is the second. Again, if you want to do the same also, printf that deleted element, data of the deleted element as tops data. Then copy this top into temp and store it in temp and move your top to next element. After moving the top, you will free this temp. So if I'm not storing it in temp, or you just saw, right, just when we were explaining, if I'm not giving this statement, once top is incremented, there is no way or no chance of going to the previous node of the top. That was actually a drawback of singly linked list. That's why we went into doubly linked list. If you remember, in theory, in our classes, previous sessions, we have discussed about types of linked list, in which doubly linked list was one of the type, where we have two links, one to the next node and one to the previous node. Here, as we don't have that facility to go back to the previous node, what we are doing, we are using a extra pointer variable called temp, or in our other linked list, you might have seen single linked list, previous, some other node, L1 temp, like that. We were always having a hold on the current node and previous node. When we were traversing till the end, I want to know the last node and last but one node also. Okay, so there also we use the same kind of logic. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if any clarification,
Yes,
any
ma'am.
doubt, please, you can feel free to ask. Stop anytime and ask. Not an issue. So that's why we are using one extra special variable temp, and then we are removing or freeing that particular memory location. So this is how your pop operation will happen in a stack. So yeah, what kind of deletion we are doing here in according to the linked list? With what kind of deletion we are doing? Deletion at the beginning, end, and at a specific point.
Beginning only, ma'am.
We are deleted the beginning only. So for stack implementation using linked list, we have to do insertion at the beginning and also deletion at the beginning. Because basically the general rule of stack is we will have only one pointer variable called top. Using top only we will insert, and using top only we will delete. So the same way insertion and deletion happens here using at the front, at the beginning of your linked list. So this is about stack representation. On the other hand, the queue representation, if you consider the queue representation using linked list, this is how we can represent. In queue, we know we are using this first in, first out logic. First in, most of the interview questions also this was asked, how you can implement a queue in using linked list. Can you justify what it is, how insertion will happen, how deletion will happen? So this is one of the important question. Okay, if session ends also, please join back again, because we will just finish this queue and then wind up for the day. It's showing less than minute. Anyway, queue implements first in first out logic, and here we have 2 pointer variables. What are the 2 pointer variables used in queue? Please tell me.
Front and rear.
We were using front and rear. So insertion happens using which end, ma? In a queue? Basically in a queue, insertion should happen
Rear.
at